Welcome to Brain Booster by Deepu. Today, we're diving into the top 40 general knowledge bits, quick, sharp facts to boost your brain power. Whether you're here to learn something new or just love a good trivia challenge, you're in the right place. Let's get started and see how much you can pick up. Let's start with some basic geography questions that many of us know, but are always good to revisit. First, the national river of India, that's the Ganga, a river with deep cultural and historical significance. Next, the number of continents in the world, there are 7 of them. And finally, the capital of India, New Delhi. These facts set the stage for our deeper dive into geography, helping us connect with the bigger picture. Let's explore some key geographical facts. First, the mountain range in northern India is the Himalayas, the tallest and most majestic in the world. Next, the deepest ocean on Earth is the Pacific Ocean, stretching farther and deeper than any other. Finally, the latitude that runs right through the middle of the Earth is the equator, dividing our planet into northern and southern halves. These basics help us understand the world's layout better. Let's explore some key facts about India and its geography. India is bordered by 2 major seas, the Arabian Sea to the west, and the Bay of Bengal to the east. It's part of the vast continent of Asia. Within India, the only desert you'll find is the Thar Desert, known for its arid landscape. And when it comes to mountains, the tallest in the world is Mount Everest, a symbol of nature's grandeur and challenge. Let's start with some basics in science. First, how do plants prepare their own food? The answer is photosynthesis, a process that uses sunlight to turn water and carbon dioxide into energy. Next, what gas do humans breathe in? That's oxygen. Then, which planet is known as the red planet? It's Mars, named for its reddish appearance. Finally, what are the main parts of a plant? We have the root, stem, leaf, fruits, and flowers. These fundamentals set the stage for what's next. Let's look at some quick questions that connect us to the basics of our world. First, the solar system. It's part of the Milky Way galaxy, our cosmic neighborhood. Next, the organ that keeps us alive by pumping blood, that's the heart. And finally, the main source of light during the day, the sun. These are simple facts, but they remind us how everything around us is linked, from the vastness of space to the life inside our bodies. Let's take a quick look at some basic science questions. First, how many kidneys do humans have? The answer is 2, a pair working together to filter our blood. Next, what's the solid form of water? That's ice, water's frozen state. Finally, how many planets are there in our solar system? There are 8, each orbiting the sun in its own path. These facts are simple, but they build the foundation for understanding more complex ideas. Let's take a quick look at some key moments in India's history. Mahatma Gandhi is often called the father of the nation, a symbol of peaceful resistance. Before independence, India was ruled by the British. That independence came in 1947, marking a major turning point. And when we think about rulers, Ashoka stands out as one of the greatest in India's long history. These facts help us understand the foundation of modern India. Let's look at some key facts about India. Republic Day is celebrated on the 26th of January every year, a day that marks the adoption of the Constitution. The first Prime Minister was Jawaharlal Nehru, a central figure in India's independence movement. The Taj Mahal, one of the world's most iconic monuments, was built by Shah Jahan. And the national anthem was written by Rabindranath Tagore, a poet and Nobel laureate. These details connect us to India's rich history and culture. Let's take a moment to look at some key facts. The first Mughal ruler of India was Babur, a name that marks the beginning of a significant era. Then, the 15th of August is celebrated as Independence Day, a day that holds deep meaning for the nation. And finally, as of 2026, our Prime Minister is Shri Narendra Modi, a leader shaping the country's future. These points connect history, celebration, and leadership in a simple, clear way. Let's take a quick look at some basics about food and drink. Eggs are packed with protein, a key building block for our bodies. From cows, we get milk, a staple in many diets. To stay healthy, we should eat plenty of fruits, vegetables, and nuts, nature's powerhouses. And when it comes to hot drinks, coffee and tea are the most popular choices worldwide. These simple facts remind us how everyday foods connect to our health and habits. Let's look at some simple, everyday choices that can boost our health. First, carrots. a classic vegetable known for improving eyesight. Then, a favorite snack, pizza, which is circular and often topped with vegetables. Finally, when summer hits, staying hydrated is key. Coconut water and fresh fruit juices are excellent options to keep us refreshed and energized. These small habits add up to a healthier lifestyle. Let's look at some quick facts that connect everyday questions to simple answers. First, where do we get coconut milk from? The answer is tender coconut, that fresh, young fruit packed with liquid. Next, which dish can be made in just 2 minutes? It's Maggi, a popular instant noodle snack. And finally, which fruit gives us vitamin C? That's the orange, a classic source of this essential nutrient. These basics remind us how food knowledge ties into daily life. Let's explore some well-known facts about animals. First, the lion is often called the king of the jungle, a title that speaks to its strength and presence. Then, the tiger holds a special place as the national animal of India, symbolizing power and grace. And when it comes to common pets in India, dogs and cats are the favorites, sharing homes and hearts across the country. These animals connect us to nature in unique ways. Let's look at some quick animal trivia. Which animal jumps from one tree to another? That's the monkey, agile and quick. Now, what's the tallest animal? The giraffe, of course, with its long neck reaching high. What do cows eat? Simple, grass, their main source of nutrition. And finally, the young one of a dog is called a puppy. These facts remind us how diverse and fascinating the animal world really is. Let's wrap up with a quick quiz about animals and nature. First, wool, it comes from the skin of which animal? That's right, sheep. Next, which animal is known for having a trunk? Of course, the elephant. And finally, which bird is famous for its dance and colorful feathers? The peacock. These questions remind us how much we can learn from the natural world around us. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more brain booster content. Until next time, take care and keep learning. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.